Prime-time local news, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. A local company has been selected to install a new self-serve fueling system at the Lloydminster Airport. King's Energy Group was approved by City Council as the contractor of the project. Back in May, City Administration recommended the city implement a self-serve fueling station at the airport, allowing people to fuel their aircraft themselves or hire a fuel service provider. Mayor Gerald Albers is pleased to see a local company involved in the project.
It's always a great opportunity when we can award a local business the supply and services to the city. And that is always a preferred choice, but again, at the end of the day, the taxpayers that pay these bills want to ensure we get the best value for the city.
Council approved the cost of the project at just under $80,000. The new fueling system will be funded entirely through a Federal Air Transport Initiative grant.
This project likely would not have happened without the grant funding from the federal government. So again, appreciate the program that they proposed and we were able to access and be successful in getting grant funding.
The deadline to have the project completed is March of next year. Now that we're in December, holiday shopping is top of mind for a lot of border city residents. And if you want to get your shopping done early, one local business has a few suggestions on what's popular this year. This year, Christmas might look a bit more normal, so if you're getting your shopping done now and you're not quite sure what to get someone, Olive & Birch has a few recommendations on what to get men.
I feel like the gifting industry has really come a long way in some neat little gadgets for men and useful, functional gadgets for men.
These have been a top seller for a number of years now. We love that so you just simply pull the trigger like this and the cards come up all tiered like that. You can pull out a card, how you tap these days, simple. Put it back in, your cards don't fall out. And this is protected, so if you get to travel again, if you're traveling, nobody can scan and steal your identity or your credit card information.
Olive & Birch has already seen an increase of customers so far compared to last year. And with the current shortages and shipping delays, they suggest shoppers come early.
They know that there's shortages out there, there's shipping issues. So the sooner you can get in, the better. We, are already sold out of some items, but yeah, the sooner you can get in, the better.
In a normal year, we would reorder a lot of these items for our customers, probably up to the first week of December, with probably guarantee of getting them in time for Christmas. But this year is different, that we probably won't even take the risk or offer restocking of some items. Once they're gone, they'll be gone. So.
They also touched on what products and fun items they think would be best for those looking for cool stocking stuffer gifts.
We do have different lines of jewelry, so we have a great line called Glee, and it is very reasonably priced. So there's lots of individual pieces with that. And how cute are these? The little 3-pack of studs. Lots of different bath product. We carry a lot of local companies as well, so lots of great options in the stocking stuffers for local product.
For Christmas, some people ask for household items they can use daily, such as pots and pans, mugs, and more. Olive & Birch also carries a few different types of kitchen knives for anyone looking to improve their collection.
Wow, these are an impressive knife. So if you have somebody who really appreciates a good knife, loves their knives, takes care of their knives, these are a Japanese knife, and these are all hand wrapped. The birchwood handle, absolutely gorgeous. A piece that you probably don't want people to handle in your home besides the one using it. So,
other popular products this year are socks, dryer pillows, and bath products. And now Josh Howerlack had the chance to check out some of the top toys for Christmas this year.
During the holiday season, giving and receiving gifts has become a big tradition. And today I'm here at Walking on Water to get some details on some of the top toys for this Christmas season.
Christmas is like our biggest time of year, so November, December, we get busy with Christmas gifts, but we also have a lot of stocking stuffer ideas, so people can come in and pretty much fill a stocking. Christmas is our busiest time of year for toys.
Walking on Water has a variety of gifts, big and small, for everyone, ranging from toys for toddlers and babies all the way up to toys that even adults can enjoy.
Our top seller this Christmas has been icy bubbles. These are bubbles that when you use them in -7, they'll actually work, and then if they land together, they'll freeze. So the hottest seller for us is icy bubbles. So this I remember as a kid. It's a racetrack with cars, and then they have the remote controls. So these ones here, there's 3 different styles depending on how big you want the track. And this one here glows in the dark. So you have your 2 guns, your 2 cars, you could race against each other, 2 tracks, and then it glows in the dark. So this is very popular for boys. And this little guy is super cute, great for that younger age group, but his name is Knuckleheads, they're called. But it's a pullback car. So it'll pull back, and then when it hits the wall or whatever it hits, or another car, their heads pop off. So little kids love this. Good quality. Price point's good on them. I think they're $15, so nice little stocking stuffer idea as well. So kids love to build forts, and what I absolutely loved about this product is it's called an air fort. So literally all you need is a box fan, hook the tent up to the box fan, turn the fan on, and you have a tent. And it literally, once they're done using it, it folds down into a cute little bag, put it away, and you don't have a bunch of pillows and blankets and whatever else. No mess. It inflates in seconds, and then it's down in seconds as well. So Lumi Pets is a new item we got this year, and it's super cute. It's a night light, and it's soft. I don't know if you can see this, but it's soft and squishy. It's great for that younger age group. It's almost like a huggy toy for bed, but it turns on, and then the kids can change the color just by tapping it. And then it also has a remote control, so you can change all the different colors. Kids love bath, and this one's called Glow Pals. And so what you do is, these are little light up cubes, and the minute they hit the water, they'll light up. So this little guy, you can put the cube in the back of him, and he's a light up sensory toy, so he'll light your bath experience up. And they come in a variety of different colors, and it's just fun for the bath.
There is no lack of selection for this holiday season. From stocking stuffers to full-size racetracks, some of these toys can bring out the child in all of us. Josh Hourlack, Primetime Local News.
Now Shelby Clark will take a first look at your Friday forecast. Thanks so much, Jasmine. Now taking a first look at your weather forecast for here in the border city. We saw a lot more of a sunnier day. It did feel slightly cooler, feeling around -12 right now, while we are sitting at -5 degrees. But we did see a lot more sun, so it did help out with the temperature throughout the day and feel a little bit warmer. But with that wind, it did kind of feel a little bit chillier as well. Now switching over to temperatures across the region for Alberta and Saskatchewan here. On the Alberta side, most are seeing around -2, -3 degrees right now. It is -6 in Lac La Biche and Bonnyville, while Cold Lake is at -7 degrees, -5 in Vegreville, while Marwayne is sitting at -4. Switching over to the Saskatchewan side here, they are seeing slightly cooler temperatures compared to the Alberta side, but not as bad here. Green Lake and Isla Crosse are the coolest, seeing -11 degrees, so they have reached past those double-digit points. -7 in Meadow Lake, while it is -6 degrees in Pierceland, -8 in St. Walburg and Maidstone, while Macklin and North Battleford are at -4 and -5 degrees. And for North Battleford, overnight tonight, they will be going down to a low of -14, so they will be cooling down quite a bit compared to what they've been seeing throughout the week for their evening lows. They will be seeing a lot more cloudier skies, and tomorrow they will kind of see a slightly cooler day with -8 throughout the day, and they will be seeing a little bit more cloud coverage. Switching over to Cold Lake, overnight tonight, they will be going down to a low of -15 with a lot more cloud coverage as well. Tomorrow they will be seeing a high chance of some flurries, around a 60% chance, and they will be seeing -10 for their temperature tomorrow, so they will be seeing some snow and feeling a little bit cooler for their weekend. And for here in the border city, we'll be going down to a low of -13 throughout the night. We will be seeing a cloudier sky as well throughout the night, and tomorrow for our Saturday we will be seeing -8, and we will be seeing a mix of some sun and clouds. So if you got some holiday shopping, might as well get out there while the weather isn't too bad yet. And now showing off some of your photo submissions. Thank you to everyone that submitted some nice winter photos to us on Facebook. You can and continue to submit them, and I will will use them next week on my weather segments. But thank you to Christine for posting this one, showing off some of the snow that they've gotten throughout the week there from that snowfall there on Wednesday. Thank you to everyone that submitted once again. A beautiful shot there of almost looking like their backyard. That's all I have for now. We'll have more news coming up after the break. Partnership between the University of Saskatchewan and Ag Tech Accelerator is looking to drive innovation for agriculture. Jillian Code has more on the deal with the venture capital company.
Today on Primetime Local News, I'm joined by Alex Hayden, who is the Assistant Director of Research Excellence and Innovation at the University of Saskatchewan. Now, the University of Saskatchewan has just signed a new partnership with Ag Tech Accelerator to bring more innovation to the university. So, Alex, could you tell me about why something like this is so important?
Yeah, so University of Saskatchewan has a proud history in agriculture and agriculture innovation. And we're so pleased to be partnering with Cultivator on this Ag Tech Accelerator because we can provide the access to some researchers, to innovators in the space, to infrastructure at the university, and bright minds of students, and getting all of those people involved then with the Ag Tech startup space at the Accelerator also just provides an excellent opportunity for students to be exposed to that environment and think about startups as an option, and just be inspired by all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And what will this mean for students who are involved with, research and innovation at University of Saskatchewan?
Yeah, so this represents an opportunity for students interested in ag technology to be exposed to the pace and the excitement and the rigors or the ways that a startup develops, to find other students and other people who are interested in the same things, and to be able to connect that across different disciplines. So often we think about agriculture students as being the ones that this would serve. But the fact is that ag tech today, this involves, students from College of Computer Science and engineering, and we need business students and ag bio students. And so to really just see that as an opportunity and be exposed to it is really important.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's very safe to say that this will help further the development of ag technology with the University of Saskatchewan.
Absolutely. Building a global ag tech hub in Saskatchewan makes sense. Where else, if not here? And who else would be involved in that if not all of the key partners in our Saskatchewan ecosystem, including the University of Saskatchewan.
And which areas of the agricultural industry will see a benefit from this partnership?
Yes, so many aspects of agriculture are today being our focus for advanced ag tech. Everything from managing inputs in the field to figuring out how best to market crops, different platforms for that, how best to manage things like even crop insurance in ways that haven't been thought of or innovated on before. And in terms of agriculture as a field for technology, I think we know better than anyone in Saskatchewan that farmers and producers are the classic innovators. They are innovators from the word go, and so bringing that sort of piece of technology that emerges today, it's a perfect fit.
Do you think that maybe with this partnership that USask might become a bit, even more of a destination school for students and researchers who are looking to get into this type of work?
Yeah, we hope so. University of Saskatchewan, like I said, we have a proud history of innovation in agriculture, but today we also, we host the Global Institute for Food Security, a Global Institute for Water Security. Innovation in a global sense in this space is happening at the University of Saskatchewan, and growing that and attracting students and attracting researchers and industry partners into that space is exactly the fit for this project and for the AgTech Accelerator. To just grow that in a synergistic way will be, the way that we really become a global hub.
Alex, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
As we roll into December, Lakeland College athletics are getting ready to wind down for the Christmas break. The women's basketball team is going into the break with a perfect 5-0 record. The men's team sits with a record of 2-3 after playing against stiff competition.
They've played really well. They've had some really tough competition the first semester, probably some of their more challenging games they've already competed. So, but 2-3 is pretty good. They're going to be a lot stronger in the second semester.
The men's volleyball team, challenged by injuries, has scrapped together a 3-3 record. The women's team sit atop of the ACAC North at 5-1.
Yeah, the teams have all started off really well. Followed up, from our soccer programs. We've had probably some really good seasons this year with really young teams. So, really excited with everything that's happened so far this year.
The Rustlers will be back at it starting January 15th. Tonight, a junior hockey game will be played in Vermilion, and I'm not talking about the Junior B Vermilion Tigers. The Bonnyville Pontiacs will head down to Vermilion for a game against the Sherwood Park Crusaders. The Crusaders' newly appointed head coach Jeff Watika is from Vermilion. On the season, the Pontiacs are 2-0 against Sherwood Park. Now Shelby Clark will get a second look at this evening's weather.
Thanks so much, Jasmine. Now taking another look at your weather forecast, we'll be taking a look at temperatures around the central region of Alberta and Saskatchewan here. On the Alberta side, some spots are much warmer, but here in Rocky Mountain House, they're at -13 right now. So Rocky Mountain House is a little bit cooler compared to other spots on the map here. -1 in Edson and Whitecourt, while Edmonton is sitting at -2. -3 in Athabasca, while Jasper is at -5, and Red Deer is sitting at -8. Switching over to the Saskatchewan side here, they're seeing some slightly warmer temperatures compared to the Alberta side, but not too much here with -7 in Meadow Lake as well as in Cold Lake and Saskatoon, -6 in Prince Albert, while North Battleford is sitting at -5, and Melfort is a little bit cooler, sitting at -9 degrees. Switching over to our northern region of the provinces, as you can see, they are looking a lot cooler as usual, especially here on the Saskatchewan side. -12 degrees in La Ronge, while La Loche and Buffalo Narrows are at -14, -15 in Flin Flon, while South End is at -18 degrees, as well as in Uranium City and Wollaston Lake and Stony Rapids have actually reached past that -20 point, seeing -20 and -23. Switching over to this side here, they're seeing some slightly warmer temperatures, especially in Grand Prairie and Slave Lake here with -3 degrees in Grand Prairie, while Slave Lake is at -2, -18 in Peace River, and Fort McMurray is sitting at -17, so they definitely cooled up a bit more up in this area here as they almost are reaching those -20 points. And High Level and Fort Chipewyan have reached there with -20 and -21. But as we switch over to our southern region, as you can see, they aren't seeing too bad of temperatures compared to what we are seeing in the northern region, but they are seeing the same as central. Medicine Hat is sitting at 1, while Lethbridge and Calgary at -3 degrees, -5 in Coronation, and Banff is seeing -8. Switching over to this side here, the they are seeing around the same as what we are seeing on the Alberta side for our southern region. -1 in Moose Jaw and Regina, while Yorkton is at -5 degrees, -2 in Swift Current, and Kindersley is at -3, and Estevan has just reached that 0 point. But as we go back across the region, the temperatures overnight tonight, we are cooling down quite a bit heading into the weekend here across the region for our lows in the evening. Provost will be seeing a low of -8, while the rest have reached past those double-digit points. We'll be reaching past those, Wainwright will be seeing a low of -12 degrees, -14 for Unity, while Murnum will be seeing a low of -15, and Pearson will be seeing a low of -16, while the rest will be seeing between -17 to -19 degrees. But most spots will be seeing cloudier skies throughout the night. And ending off with our 7-day forecast here, Saturday we'll see -8 for our Saturday. For our weekend, so we'll be seeing a mix of some sun and cloud, be cooling down to end off the weekend at -16 there. And next week we will be seeing some cooler temperatures, with Tuesday even catching a 60% chance of some flurries there in the middle of the week. And Friday ending off, we'll see a little bit more sun next week at -11. And now taking a look at some more photo submissions. Thank you to everyone that submitted some photos online to our Facebook page. You can submit more next week and I will use them on my weather segments. But thank you to Carol, always submitting some good photos. And this is such a cute one here. I love that. I love seeing that you guys are able to get some cute photos out there in the winter wonderland here. And that's all I got for now. We'll have more coming up after the break. Joining us today for this week's entertainment panel is the lovely Abby St. John, who is doing it from home today. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Of course.
Now, to start off, of course, coming up soon here in December, we're all excited about it, especially me and you. Spider-Man No Way Home coming out on the 17th. And, you know, the big news is how it comes out on December 17th and the tickets released on November 29th earlier this week. You know, we experienced ourselves when I tried to get, you know, pre-sale tickets, how hard it was to get on the Cineplex website. You know, it kept crashing, a lot of errors. And, you know, we see online that it's been a problem for almost everybody trying to get these tickets, and it's pretty crazy to see how, you know, it's gotten reported how it shattered pre-sale records for 2021.
Yes, it was crazy on Monday. You know, pre-sale dropped for tickets, and you know, a lot of websites, not just Cineplex, were crashing. Fandango was crashing. Really, any site that was selling the pre-sale tickets for Spider-Man were crashing because there was such an influx of people trying to purchase tickets. There's for example, a theater chain, View, sold more than 150,000 tickets on Monday alone. So that is phenomenal. Just that one theater chain compared to all the other ones, that's a lot of tickets. You know, this frenzy is kind of similar to that of Endgame. You know, this film is very highly anticipated. Spider-Man is a very, very popular superhero, and it gets a lot of buzz, and especially this being the third installment, and, you know, having all the reoccurring villains coming back, and, you know, it's been denied heavily, but, you know, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield making an appearance as well. Fans are still heavily convinced that they're going to be in it. So this film is highly anticipated, and there hasn't been a ton of spoilers. You know, Tom Holland is kind of known for giving away kind of key information, but we haven't gotten many, if at all, any spoilers for this film. So a lot of people are excited for it. So it's no surprise that websites were crashing and people were wanting to get those tickets, because I wouldn't be surprised if we find that they're a lot of times going to be sold out for a while, just similar to how it was so almost impossible to get tickets for Endgame. I think we're going to see that similar with Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's going to be very fascinating to see what they actually do with this movie. I know there's a lot of hype about it, and from what you're saying with how much there has been ticket sales, it's crazy to see how many people are going off about it. But, you know, it makes sense because, you know, just having like maybe Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield come into it, it's going to bring back a lot of nostalgic, you know, feelings for a lot of people. So I'm really excited for us to see it. I'm so glad once again that we were able to get our tickets. You know, I think you could see me really stressing about it. I was really hoping that we were able to get those Cineplex tickets, but it worked out. So I think everybody's still happy that they were still able to get tickets, even though it was kind of a bit of a, struggle for most people. But moving on now, this aired yesterday on NBC, Annie Live, the musical. Now, it looked really cool to see just how they kept Annie. They recasted her and kept her as a black girl for this. And it's really interesting to see how they were able to, just recast this and have a new idea for Annie and the musical. And it got great, like lots of great online support. And it went off with a major hitch. And let's learn more about this. What do you got?
Yeah, so NBC, it was their 10th live musical that they've done. Annie is such an iconic and such a well-known musical, and it's been remade so many different times in movies and on Broadway and stage. So this was just another rendition of it. And like you said, they kept Annie as a black girl compared to the new movie that was released a couple years ago. And it was newcomer Selena Smith. And then we have a ton of other actors who are well known. Henry Connick Jr., Taraji P. Henson. I mean, I will watch anything that has her in it. I think she's fantastic in anything she does. She's super fabulous. So, and then you got Nicole Scherzinger, who's known for her role in the Pussycat Dolls back in the day. And then Titus Burgess and Megan Hilty made up the main cast, and it got great reviews from viewers who are watching it, but some critic reviews, it's about a little hit or miss. The ensemble was fantastic. Transitions were quick and seamless. Some of the set pieces, critics were saying it was a little awkward. Shots at the beginning were a little bit out of focus, but all in all, the musical was really well done, and it really stayed true to the original musical as well, and it finished really strong. So I think this was a success for NBC. They have had success in the past with their live musicals, and it just continues on that trend.
Yeah, and from what I've seen with the last one, just with like Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx, I really enjoyed that movie as well, and how they recasted Annie as a black girl. I thought it's really nice to see that representation on screen, and just knowing that they kept it for this musical. From seeing the online support and everything, I personally really want to, see it myself and watch it on NBC. And even though there has been some hit or misses, like you said, with the critics, I guess you never really know until you go see yourself, watch it yourself, and see what you think about that musical. But that's all the time we have, unfortunately, for this week's entertainment panel. Once again, thank you for joining us today, Abby.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on Primetime Local News, and have a great weekend.